What's up, everybody? This is George CLC Samuels, Managing Director for FIA. And today I'm just going to take you through a conversation that was had recently during an interview around the concept of metanets, Bitcoin, blockchains, and communities, and how we've gone from an open, wide network to now going to more small world networks. And yeah, so just how that is going to affect the way in which users interact with each other online through multiple different communities. And this is an area I think that a lot of people don't realize is going to have a huge impact on the way that we interact online in the future moving forward. And so we kind of want to have a look at this now, essentially, blockchain plus communities, and see what we can do with it moving forward. So I will show you a few projects that are currently taking place that are showing how this can all be applied in the future. This was actually the interview that I had with Travis King. So if you're interested in listening to that, you're more than welcome to. But here's project number one, Open Directory. Okay, so Open Directory is kind of similar to BuzzFeed. If you kind of remember BuzzFeed, or if you're still using it, and then how that works, it's kind of made to be similar to that, but I guess not as content heavy on the front side, right? So you still got the trending now, trending videos, right? Well, here for Open Directory, you got the same thing, all right? Now, let's have a look at Open Directory. So new, all right, let's see, one of the most money. Now, of course, as the internet, you're going to get every sort of topic or subject. Please be Donald Trump. Okay, cool. But you can see here that there's, right, dollar amounts. Now, this is all happening via Bitcoin. And when I say Bitcoin, I'm talking about BSV at the moment. And, when you upvote, you do so with something called the money button. All right. So how this works is there is this service called Money Button. Okay. And this is used to actually help plug yourself into sites like this so that every time you make an action on the site, so say if I have a 7-cent upvote, but maybe I want to do more. Yeah, maybe 5 cents. It's probably what I want. 25. Whoa, it's getting too much. But you get the idea, right? And then once you're happy with the amount, right, that you want to, so if I want to vote up and how much money I want to put against it, then I'll just slide that button to the right and it will upload. All right. So in a Bitcoin world, and when referring to things like MetaNet, essentially almost every type of action that occurs on a website could actually be taking place as a microtransaction. All right. And an example of this is, let's see if we can go into Streamanity. So I'm just going to try and log into this site. This is called Streamanity. And essentially, this is used essentially like a YouTube. All right. But everything is happening through Bitcoin on this site. Okay. So I recently uploaded a video. Yes, resume. So I'll just do a little bit of a review. Okay. So essentially, I put a price against this video. So if somebody wants to watch it, they just pay 5 cents. And then you only get charged for the amount of time spent watching the video. All right. So for example, it's 5 cents. And if I only happen to watch half of that, then it'll just be 0.0025 that I'll get charged, or 2.5 cents, right? And the interesting thing about this is that, it is just looking at the data consumed and charging based on that. Now, if I go to my money, you'll now actually see how much I've earned. And what is the earned? So essentially, every time somebody views, right, when they are paying, well, I'm also getting paid for them watching. All right. And this occurs based on the amount of time. Now, this will look essentially, it's just going to show you all of the microtransactions. Okay. So you can see here, which video. Okay. So it's all going to that one. Okay. And then, yeah, I have a Bitcoin wallet here that's attached to this site, and it is keeping tabs on the amount that I'm earning. So that is Directory SV. So if you haven't have a chance, definitely check it out. Now, this one here is like, it is more like a Reddit, I believe, or maybe this one was more like BuzzFeed. But essentially, this is another directory, right? And this one is pretty simple. You submit a link, and then it actually gets outputted to Twitter, I think under the same handle. And so every link that goes here automatically goes to Twitter, and that's all happening through through Bitcoin. All right. So this entire thing here is actually being built using Bitcoin, right? And I'm not just saying Bitcoin as just for the money side. I'm talking about all of this. All right. So let's see what we can do. Coin float as beat don't bits. Yeah, I do see bits. I'm going to, yeah, that one was good. This article was good. So I'm just gonna pay 1 cent for that. All right. So thank you. Done. Okay. So that's Simon. Now reload. See, you can also look at weekly. But these are all the experiments right now happening on top of Bitcoin. And here's an interesting. This was from an article back in 2018 by the Bitcoin and Beyond boys, talking about how things like a Bitcoin world could remove Reddit. Now, I'm not too sure about that because Reddit has a pretty big brand following, etc. But it talks about there being no real communities in Bitcoin, simply because, well, it's just money, and you have to look at like what people are actually gathering around, and they're really just banding around ideas, right? Stories. So yeah, things like a Bitcoin metanet world could have an impact on sites like Reddit and actually everything. So, yep, showed you Money Button, Streamanity, BSV News, directory.sv. And so if you have a chance, check them out, and you might just start seeing what might be possible when it comes to social networks or even, community platforms.